Greetings to all in creation. This is a quick transmission from the hot room, and it's just simply for me to say that now that the time of hate and games has finally ended, because I have finally gotten understanding which truth is the only thing that can set anybody free. So the main reason why I was so confused was because everything was so unclear, but now I got it. So now I understand that as soon as I left here, Steve married the mock tuna thing here, who, just goes by her own, frequency. And then they tried very hard with all the village here to exterminate, deport, or death threat me, etc. And then when I came back from LA to here the first time, I was picked up by the New Jersey Virgo team. Same as the next time I came back from LA, the New Jersey Virgo team also picked me up. So the first time it was through the photographer, the second time was through the yoga place. And just for me to be honest, for me to be received on what I considered to be my island, meaning a place where I received my contract, by not Steve, that was hurtful enough. And then apparently that's when Russ in North Carolina decided to marry Tatiana in Aurora Morningstar's name. So now you have Aurora Diamond Rainbow in South Carolina and Aurora Morningstar in North Carolina, and they're both October 6, and I'm now October 5 homeless in LA and homeless here, but they stole my birthday, which is not real. That is the illusion that created COVID. So now I stand very strong and with no fear, because whenever I take the right decision with the help of all the United States, which now I can thank, because now that we're finished with the hate game and with everybody playing irony and bullying games on me, and now that I'm feeling much more confident, I can ride freely down the highway and look at people at face value and smile and say hello, because the world feels like now it's a more conglomerate, unified field, because people have accepted the truth and have gone over their illusions that if somebody steals my identity and a penis, that would actually make them me. Now everybody knows that these girls, meaning Tatiana and the MOC thing, are not me. Even if they stole my identity, that only reflects on how poor of ethics both parties are, North and South Carolina. Russell Pearson and Stephen Gerard Thompson, who both chose very low-life girls who chose to play games on All in Creation, to MK Ultra mindfuck everyone in creation, steal my birthday just because I am an archangel and I have no comprehension of games and Illuminati on Earth. So they tried to make a fool of me and play ego games on me. Tatiana was like, oh, she has a teenage body and her eyebrows are ugly, and nobody cares. It's about the Holy Grail and whoever can actually hold that frequency. And I need to thank Tennessee for that, and Sir Provaci for everything. And I still haven't, gotten the okay from my heart, but I need to thank the New Jersey teams for everything that they've done. Also, all the way in Hollywood, that, assisted in my return here. And, I also need to thank the Ohio teams, because they were the ones who provided the funds from Hollywood that allowed me to come here. That's all I can say for now, because really, I'm not on free will, I'm on divine will, and all I can do is forgive the past. And my mother taught me very well that sacrifice and erasing oneself is something maybe needed in the patriarch world, because they don't know better than be that way. However, I'm here to bring down the goddess realm and all the other girls who played along with the other little boys that were hurt by me not going towards them when I didn't even understand the signals. because I don't even receive the games of the patriarchs. I don't understand what you're trying to do at any time of the day. I'm a very direct person, and now I also understand what's going on in South Carolina. They're trying to have me, you know, get sexy and go down, or, you know, get, you know, mock fucked by either a black or a white guy, because if I do get the white guy treatment, then I go towards Stephen Thompson. If I get the black guy treatment, I go towards the Russell Pearson guy. But unfortunately for you, this is a game that's never going to give, because I now cannot receive any phallic interference in my vessel at all, because I'm really ready to pop. Like, I'm having hormonal, it's as if I'm already pregnant etherically, and whoever I end up with, we will have to make the decision together whether we're going to bring her in vitro or in vivo inside me, because also we have to sever eternally and beyond the sick link between mother and daughter, father and daughter, and all the lust that comes along, and all the Greek mythology thing of Oedipus complex, and etc. Because actually we are all brothers and sisters on our path to ascension, and we are only here in service to love. Anybody in service to ego, like the MOC and the, you know, Totiana, now should be ashamed to go by my creational names, even after the fact that they closed down my website, because that's not who they are. Marrying my ex in a pipe dream, and I'm all that, I am all there is. So if they want to fragment themselves because they're nobodies and they're dark aliens, and they're covering their dark alien mean face and mean agenda with using my divine identities, it's not going to get them far, or the communities who support that. So I highly recommend everybody gets over the game you were playing, because games don't lead people too far. Games are only here to end. This is why the love has won thing also, that's a game, because love cannot win. Love is always there. It's always been the only force there is. It's agape love, divine love. And as long as they continue, the has won and you failed, and no, Michael, I never failed to Archangel Michael. No, you cannot tell me these words, because the cabals do not own me, and if they are cabal hookers, you cannot project that on them, justifying that by you being in service to one of them. I mean, she did take the surgery from my mother's plasma interferences when my mother was at it. And what my lineage and I from the divine feminine goddess realm have done for creation, mind you, my mother never even spoke Arabic until I went to school and my brother went to school. She learned that through us. But she never even grew up in the zone. She grew up in the Vatican, in Rome, and in some African countries, in embassies. She went to advanced nunnery contexts with only feminines for the most part that wore white veils, and they were in service to God in a way where she had to respond to the nuns. So all she did was replace their olives with sheep shit to make jokes about the nuns. But she was the first one to ever wear kohol, eye makeup, and to smoke a cigarette, and she emancipated all the girls. She was always the free spirit that led people forward, same as my grandmother. She came from a Druze village, and she was the first one to go get a car, drive downtown, get a degree by her own means, travel to Saudi, be the nurse of the royal palace, and then she opened that door for her brothers, who then also the Khudrs, the Green family. They went to the palace in Al Saud in Saudi, and they founded lives out of her. And then when she found my grandfather, who was an orphan diplomat who self-raised himself and his sisters on the streets, and also self-paid for his own master degree in law, but then he noticed that everything to do with lawyers is fake, so he threw his degree in the garbage and went for diplomacy in hopes of being the shift. And then he created the diplomatic pact, all the countries and all the limitations and all the laws of all the earthly countries as it is. Then he had a stroke because he noticed that that's not going to lead him far, and he died on October 6, 1982. I was born on October 6, 1984 from the same star seed, so we're the same family. And, you know, we've always been the change you wish to see and the ones you've been waiting for. And the only rejection I had towards America was when you rejected me and you threw me on the streets and you used me to justify your weak egos in wanting me to serve your patriarch ways of being, to justify you instead of you rising up to the goddess occasion of meeting me where I am. So that's all we have to say. Again, namaste and blessings and love and light to all. And again, I'm grateful for everybody that is being the shifts, and all I can hope upon everyone is for us to choose to shift from carbon to spirit, because that is the second coming. It's about us. There's nobody else. There's nobody else going to show up from the sky. That's it. It is us. We are the change we wish to see. So to all the Louisiana fake Christians of Miami who told me, oh, we don't recycle because one day Jesus is going to come and he's going to do the work for us. No, 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 no. They're like, we don't believe in Mother Earth, we don't care. No, 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 no. It's a whole. Being a Christ-conscious being is being all of it. Christ as one. Active service as one. And it's an actual shift in the brain, linking left and right hemisphere. And not mock, tuna, nor Tatiana can do any of that for you. They just came in to teach you that ego fails every round. And I still cannot believe how I'm here and Steve doesn't come and say hello, doesn't run to say hello, and how he's playing these games. That is all not heart. That is not love. So Lily doesn't want a daddy that doesn't love us truly, because he's still calculating, oh, is she gonna stay or is she gonna go? And if she's gonna go, I better keep the wife, because then she's gonna go. Then what if I tell hello to her and the wife's gonna get pissed off, and then she's gonna go, so I'm gonna end up alone. Like, all these ways of thinking is very dumb, and you're all playing each other. Like, he knows he wants to say hello, just like Russ knows he wants to say hello, but none of them do, because you're stuck and trapped. And the only guys who actually emailed me this year twice was Andrew. Once to tell me Dima, I was here, and once to tell me that I'm not feminine enough, I was in Fairfax. Well, you know, he still can't call me Aurora. So I wish the shift upon everybody, because in the end, I am the shift, and I am an archangel. And even if I did efface myself to provide time and space for the future generation, for Lily's perfect upbringing, I'm still the only archaea around. And those women don't respect themselves, nor I. Like, these women should come to me, kiss my feet, being the mock tuna girl or the Tatiana girl. But instead they're hiding behind a penis to hide how much of a thief they are. So that's very ridiculous, little girls. And your plans will never work, because only heart-based being can work. I'm only looking for heart connections. We are not mind-based people, because it doesn't exist. There is no mind. There's heart, brain, active, that the heart of Jesus, lit hearts, heart of Mother Mary. Go to church, see the visuals. Light up your hearts. Stop it. Even if Team Green is riding a black bike or a blue bike that day, or a rainbow bike, there doesn't exist. There is no separation, not two. It's non-duality. So I cannot choose North Carolina or South Carolina. It's a dead end. I'm telling you the truth. So good luck.